So what are some of those strategies that we can use to figure out how to get to the number 10? What are some strategies that we have taught you so far in the year that'll help you figure out how you can get to 10? Well, I just gave you one of them. Cassidy, you can use your hands. Exactly. You can use the 10 frame on your body, all right? So you can use your fingers to figure out how to get to 10, all right? What's another way? Asar? A number line. Kiss your brain, man. That's the one I was thinking about. A number line is really, really easy for us to use to get to 10, all right? So I have for us a number line, all right? All right, does everybody see that? We start at 0, and we're going all the way to what? 10. And why do you think we're going to 10 today? Malaya, why do you think we're going to the number 10? Why do you think why do you think it stops at the number 10? Exactly, because we're only building up to the number 10, all right? Now, you know the other number line in our class, it goes all the way up to 100. So you can count, you can add all the way up to 100 if you wanted to. But today, in Math Workshop, we're only going to focus on the number what? 10. That's right. We're getting to the number 10 today, okay? So, we have our fingers. We have a number line. What else could we use? Anybody? What other strategies could we use to figure out how to get to the number 10? Deborah? You could draw pictures. Exactly. You could draw. So Deborah said that you could draw pictures. I like that, Deborah. All right, anybody else? Noah? Okay. Noah said we could use objects. Noah, how would we use objects to get to the number 10? To show us how to get to the number 10? Just think about that. All right, Noah says he's not sure. Can anybody help him out? You want to phone a friend, Noah? All right, who do you want to call on? Deasia, you think you can help him out? How can we use objects to get to show us how to get to the number 10? All right, so Deasia's not sure. Anybody else? Going once, going twice, and sold. So basically, we can use our objects the same way that we kind of use our numbers, okay? Our number line and our fingers. And I'm going to show you that today with this. Does anybody tell me what this is? Yes, it is a fish bowl. And the reason I have this fish bowl up here is because I'm so excited. So me and my roommates, we're gonna get fish for the house, okay? We went to the pet store, and the fish tank that we bought, the guy at the store told us you can only have 10 fish, all right? He's like, this bowl will only fit 10 fish in there, okay? So we're like, okay, that's cool. So we're trying to figure out what kind of fish we wanted. So I wanted bluefish. I was like, we have to get a bluefish, we have to put 10 bluefish in there. And then my roommate Alex, he said that he wanted redfish. I was like, well, I want bluefish. And he was like, well, he wants redfish. So we had to figure out what we were going to do. And our third roommate, Jamarcus, he told us, well, why don't we just put red and bluefish in the tank? So we thought about it. And we said, oh, that's a good idea. We could put redfish and bluefish, and we can add them together in the tank to get 10 fish all together. So we all agreed on that. But the next part was kind of tricky. We had to figure out how many redfish we were going to put in there and how many bluefish we were going to put in there. All right? So the first thing we said was, well, let's try to make it fair and have the same number of fish of red and blue, okay? So we had to figure out 10 fish. If we took away half of that, how much would be left, all right? So I want you to just think about it. If I have 10 fish and I took away half of those fish, how many would that be? 5, exactly. So it'd be 5 fish. So we made this fish tank, we drew it at our house, and we were going to think about ways that we could put fish. So I decided, you know what, let's try this out. So I put my 5 fish, because I like the blue fish. So we're going to put 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 fish, right? You agree, disagree? Let's count it just to be sure. We're gonna double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 fish. All right. Everybody, show me the number 5 on your 10 frame. Exactly, 5. Beautiful. All right. Now I need Zayden. Can you come point to the number? Actually, Zayden, come stand up here. I want you to stand right here and hold up the number 5, okay? Just hold up the number 5. There you go. Beautiful. All right. Now let me get... Who am I going to choose? Keon. Keon, I want you to come up here and I want you to point to the number 5. Yep. Come on. Where's the number 5 on that number line? Exactly. It's the number 5. All right, so I'm showing you 3 strategies here. So right here, we have Zayden, who's holding up the number 5. And Keon is pointing to the number 5 on our number line. And I am using objects. And how many fish do I have? I have 5 fish. So can we all agree that all of us are showing a number 5 right now? Yes? So we all have the number 5, exactly. So now, what we have to do is figure out how many more fish can we put in the tank till we get to the number 10. We have to stop at the number 10, all right? So let me see, who can figure out, with Zayden, somebody should help Zayden figure out how he can use his 10 frame to figure out how many more red fish he can use. Madison. All right, so Madison said that he can count on. So he knows that he's here, and he has to get to what? Here, exactly. So he has to get from here to here. And he knows that this is 5. So he's going to count on. So everybody, let's count on together. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, nope, you gotta stop. Remember, we are only going to the number what? 10. We're only going to the number 10, exactly. So we have 10. So this is the red fish. This is how many red fish we put in our tank, all right? So this is my blue fish that I wanted, and these are the 5. These are the red fish that Alex wanted. How many red fish did we put in our tank? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? We put in 5 red fish. So 5 blue fish and 5 red fish make what? 10 fish altogether, exactly. Kiss your brain. All right, Zayden, sit down. All right, so we got one, that was one method. Now another strategy we can use is our number line. So Keon found the number 5, right? So Keon, what number are we gonna have to jump to? What number are we trying to get to? So we have 5 fish already. How many fish are we trying to put in the tank? 10, exactly. We're trying to get 10 fish in our tank. So Keon, what are you gonna do? Tell me, how can you get from number 5 to the number 10? Exactly, you're gonna do jumps, all right? So I want you to do, every time I jump, I want you to count, all right? Everybody, let's count together. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exactly, that was 5 jumps. So 5 jumps means what? 5 fish, exactly. But wait, isn't that what Zayden got? Didn't Zayden say that we needed 5 red fish because he had 5 fingers? So 5 fingers, 5 jumps. Is that the same answer? It is. Those are the same answer because We got the same answer, but we just used a different strategy. Good job, everybody say strategy. All right, good job. So we used our fingers in 10 frame. We used our number line. What's the third method that we said we can use? Let's see. Elizabeth, it's the third option we said we can use? We can use drawings or objects. Good job. So we have my beautiful fish tank right here, all right? So I've already put in my 5 blue fish because I was like, Alex, we're going to put in 5 blue fish, okay? I was like, that's a given. We have to. We're going to put in 5 blue fish, and that's it. He's like, all right, that's fair. So let's figure out how many red fish I can put in the tank, and then we'll have 10 fish together, okay? So we put in, Alex thought about it. He thought about it. Let's see. Tresvant, do you think you could come up here and put enough fish in here to get me to 10 fish? Red fish, now it has to be red fish because I already put my blue fish in. So how many red fish do you think I need? You think I need 5? All right, let's try it. Let's see. You say what? No, you think it's 6. Okay. All right, well, I'll put 6 in there. Let's see. 1, count it with me. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's 6 fish, right? All right, Tresvant. Actually, raise your hand if you agree with Tresvant's answer to put 6 fish in the tank. If I had my 5 blue and he told me to put in 6 red and that got us to 10 fish. Raise your hand if you agree with that. Okay, raise your hand if you disagree with Tresvant's answer. Okay. So we got some agree and some disagree. All right, now Tresvant, what I want you to do is come up here and I want you to count the number of fish I have in my tank, all right? So I want you to do, when I point to it, I want you to count. I'm gonna count with you. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's right, we have 11 fish. Now tell me, Tresvant, is 10 the same as 11? Or not the same? So what do you think we have to do to get to 10? We gotta take some fish away, right? Good job. So we know that 11 is bigger than 10, right? So we gotta take away some fish because we gotta get down. Now Tresvant, you can't touch my blue fish. My 5 has already been right there, so you gotta take away some red fish, okay? So you're at 6. So we're gonna take away fish. How many fish do you think we need to take away? Just 1? All right, so let's take away this guy right here. He's up at the top, so he hops out the bowl. All right, so we took away that fish. Now, Tresvant, I want you to count and see how many fish we have in the tank now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exactly. Kiss your brain. Well, so we have 10 fish. So Tresvant, how many fish should you have added? How many red fish should you have added to my bowl? Exactly. 5 fish. 5. All right, so let's think about it. What number, how many fingers did Zayden put up? 5 fingers. Good job. How many jumps did Keon make? 5 jumps, right? How many red fish did I put in my tank? 5 red fish, right? 5, 5, 5. All different strategies, but they got us to the answer what? To the answer 5, exactly. And so that are 3 different methods that we can use to figure out how to add 2 numbers together, okay? All right, so we're gonna do another one. All right, so I'm gonna take these fish out. Because Alex was like, you know what? I don't really like that. He was like, I don't really think that's a good way to look at it. So we decided to do another one. All right, so let's see here. Let me get, who do I want to call on? Jemiah, how many bluefish do you think I should put in my tank? 7? Okay, I'll do 7. Count on with me, Jemiah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I got 7 bluefish in my tank, right? Okay. Caleb, I want you to come point to the number 7 here, okay? Yep, point to the number 7. Find it for me. All right, Caleb's pointing to the number 7. Now let me get Noah. Come up here and I want you to show me 7 on your 10 frame. All right, so we have our objects or drawing. We have our number line. And we have the number 7 on our 10 frame. Let's see here. Who thinks they can figure out how many more red fish Alex can put in our tank to get to 10? Cameron. You think you can figure it out? All right, which method do you want to use? You want to use your 10 frame, your number line, or you want to use the drawings? You want to use the fish? All right, come on up. All right, so Cameron. If I already have 7 fish in my tank and I can only get to 10, how many more do I need to put in there? Cameron says 3. All right, so let's put 3 in there, Cameron. Count them for me. 1, 2, 3. All right, good job. So Cameron put in 3 red fish. Now we're going to count these fish to see if it equals the number 10. But let me ask you a question. Do we have to start at 0? Yes? Okay. You said no. Why no, Kylie? Exactly. Kylie said that we don't have to start at 0 because we already know we have 7 bluefish. So we can just start at the number 7 and do what? Count on, exactly. So we're going to count on. So 7 bluefish, 8, 9, 10. Good job. So that's 10 10 fish altogether, excuse me. So there are 10 fish. So was Cameron correct? Cameron was correct. Good job. Thank you, Cameron. Give me some. All right, good job. So just to double check, and just to be sure, we're going to follow up with these 2, just to check our work, okay? Because remember, same answer. It should be the same answer, just different strategies, right? All right, so Kayla got us the number 7. So Kayla, I want you to count how many jumps I make. All right, you ready? We're going to get to the number what? 10. We're going to stop at the number 10. That's right. You ready? 1, 2, 3. How many jumps is that? It was 3 jumps. Is that the same number Cameron got? 3 jumps, 3 red fish? Exactly. So that got us to the number 10. All right, Noah. How many more fingers do you need to put up to get to the number 10? Count them. 1, 2, 3. How many fingers did you put up? You put up 3 fingers, exactly. Did that get you to the number 10? All right, so 3 fingers, 3 jumps, 3 red fish, right? So if we put that into a number sentence, we could say, what would who thinks they know what the number sentence would be? Think about it. Just put your hands down. Think about it for a minute. If I wanted to make that into a number sentence, if I said 7 and 3 more makes 10, what would that number sentence look like? Zayden. 7 plus 3 equals 10. Good job. Everybody kiss your brains, Zayden. Zayden said 7 plus 3 equals 10. Now, I think we've seen those numbers before, right? 7, 3 to get to 10, right? What do we call those? Partners for 10, exactly. So, what I have here is I've made a chart. Let's read it together. It says, partners for 10. So, we've already figured out 2 partners for 10, right? We said that 5 and 5, we put those together and that got us 10, right? And we just said 7 and 3 more makes 10, right? So this, what we're gonna do now, we're gonna fill up this entire page with ways to get to 10, okay? But what you're gonna do, I'm gonna let you go back to your table and you're gonna work on a sheet and you're gonna figure out different ways to make 10, okay? So on your sheet, there are several fish bowls, okay? There's fish bowls, and there are some blue fish in the tank already. What you have to do, what you need to figure out is how many more red fish you have to put in that tank to get to 10 fish, okay? So you got to think about what ways, how many more red fish you can put into here to get 10 tanks. And I'm going to put a number line at the top of your page so you can use that strategy if you want to. But you have to draw the red fish in the tank with the blue fish, and you are also going to have to write the number sentence, okay? So I'll come around to your table and help you figure that out. All right, so table 1, go ahead to your table. Table 2, table 3, and table 4. All right, go ahead to your table. Your paper's already on your desk, all right? So go ahead and get started. And when we come back together, after we finish, we're going to put all the ways we made 10 on our sheet, okay? All right, go ahead and get started on your work.